What is up, my beautiful people? How we doing? How are we doing on this fine Wednesday? A little bit of an earlier one today. How is everyone? Hope you're all good. So we're starting off today's live stream with a question. And it's a question I'm going to keep coming back to because I want you guys to really understand the principle. Morning, Andre. What's going on, brother? It's actually the same question I asked yesterday, but this is a different pair. It's a very simple question, and I'm going to give some clues and things beforehand, but it's a very simple question, and I might even do a video on it. I've been making a point of producing a lot more shorts lately. So if you do see any of our shorts floating around, it sounds a bit weird. Sounds like I'm asking for my lost swim shorts. If you see any of our pets, you see any of our reels or our shorts, then definitely give us a little comment and a like. I appreciate it. So the question is why? This is the question. And I can see there's people in here, so give it a go and answer. But I'll give you this as your first clue. The first clue being, what is it that we're doing on a daily basis? Well, we're highlighting points of liquidity that hold value for us, that we know the market may want to continue its trend from this point, right? So if our bias is down, which it is on this pair, why is it that this area here, we expected bullishness to arise? Why is that? It's a simple question, but refer to the Keep It Simple series because it's all about liquidity-based trading, right? So this is a liquidity trading-based question. Why are we expecting this move go bullish from here, or just partially anyway, when our overall trend is down? Why is that? Why is that? Oh, also, guys, if you're not a member of the Discord community, enrollment has opened back up for one-to-one mentoring. So if one-to-one mentoring is something that you are interested in or something that you have been looking at, enrollment is now open for that. I'm taking members on only until the end of this month. We're not taking any new members on in December. So if you want to be a part of it, then you can head over to the Discord and you will find a link for that. Just pull this into here. So why are we looking at this potentially going bullish from here? Well, why do we expect this move to happen? Morning, Martin. Hope you're well. So have a little think about the question, guys. Gonna put it here. expect bullish. Bullish. Bullish from here when we are bearish. Very well, thank you. Yeah, great, thank you, my man. I'm glad you're well, mate. I'm glad you're well. It's good. Glad you're well. So, this is the question of today. I'll give you guys time to digest it, think about it, have a look at the charts yourself. We're on a Euro chart here. But we're going to go and look at some other stuff while you guys are thinking about that. So let's go to GJ, because this for me was a great example for you guys if you're not already analyzing the market yourself. So yesterday we spoke about this trade, right? And I said, oh, if you left it open, you know, price could have come to here. And we were talking about the liquidity that's situated above these highs and how I wanted price to come up to here. And if it didn't come above this area with momentum, I said, well, it's going to be seeking liquidity, right? So what did it do? Well, last night it came down and it found this low, which was our most recent 4-hour low. And it actually delivered another entry for us. Now, because this is a Japanese yen pair, it runs relatively well during the Asian session, conveniently. And we actually had a beautiful tap in of our order here. And we're looking for price to run up through those highs now. So a great example of exactly what I'm telling you guys during the live stream playing out when we're not on the live stream, obviously. But yeah, very clean, very clear. So let's go to the 4-hour so we're not confusing anything here. We can see on the 4-hour we have this low. Yeah. We actually have this low as well. Didn't even recognize that. We actually have this low as well. And then the previous external low, right? So I said if it doesn't take out this high and it doesn't come, you know, blasting through the highs, it's going to be looking for lows. And we said these lows because these were the lows we had already. Then we established a new low and this low as well. And we came down and we took those lows out. All right. So when we come back now to the 15-minute, you can see very clearly we have money out right here. We take the low and then we have money in right here. We set our order here, stop under the liquidation low. Price literally tagged in. To be honest, I didn't think it actually tagged in, but it did. So that's good. It shows how tight the spread is, because that normally on most pairs would be like a tight sort of tap in there. And it tapped in, so that's great. So we're just looking now for this to run up to the highest. So potential for 14R if we get up to those highs. If we get up to the extreme high, we're looking at like 15R. Or we could just sell off and we could be wrong. That's always an option, right? So we're just looking at this now. I personally think we're just consolidating around this point. I'm going to consolidate, and then I'm looking for a nice expansive move up to the highs. But we'll see. What happens, happens. At the end of the day, we risk what we risk, and we put our entries in based off of our rule set. So let's see what happens. So again, Euro, why are we expecting price to go bullish from here when our bias is bearish? We're also looking at a potential setup here. Euro, after we ran the liquid that was over here. But we have no money in. We only have money out. Then we have no money in and we have no money out either. So we're looking for a little gap to form, and then we can look for that money out scenario. Or in this case, money in, because it's a bearish move. Daily time frame, you can see that we're bearish. 4-hour, that's the high. We've come up, tapped it, so we're looking for that expansive move to the downside now. Euro G, we came and took out this previous high. We marked these up yesterday. I showed you guys. We're looking for these, or we were looking for this high to be taken. And you'll see we only had money out until we had market close. Then we had money out, and then we had money coming in right here. Now, I didn't trade this because Euro G during the Asian session is diabolical for spread. But we did have a little sell-off, and now prices come back up. So at the moment, I'm looking for this to be hit. USD JPY, we called these targets last week in the VIP channel for UJ. Let me show you that. So you can see here, the UJ channel. Here. And you can see that we called this targeting the high. We wanted price to come down to here. Didn't give it to us, but it did give us a very clear bullish move up to our target high. So again, our biasing and our target spot on there. Just because our entry wasn't given, that's fine. That's fine. Again, so many highs up here. I was just doing an example. We don't need to have that highlight. We can literally delete that and mark the nearest ones. Because until we even get remotely close to these are all irrelevant, right? So just looking for that nice expansive move on GJ. Like I say, I believe at the moment we're building liquidity above this high, above here, and above the highs to the left. So I'm expecting a nice expansive move through these highs. Price action to continue running bullish, as it has been for the last few weeks. But we shall see. We've got our alert set on the exterior of the range. You can obviously see that. I need to put that a bit lower. So we're going to know if it makes any moves out of this, because it's at the moment it's just shuffling around. So in terms of one-to-one mentorship, guys, we have one seat that's already been secured. That seat has just been secured. We're only leaving the seats open until the end of this month. So you have approximately 2 weeks to secure your position within the mentorship. After that, we won't be taking on any new students during December, and we'll be opening it back up in the new year. So welcome to everyone that's joining the Discord. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And goodbye to everyone that's left. I'm joking. What was the pair we looked at yesterday? We looked at a pair yesterday, didn't we? Euro A? Yes, it was Euro A. So because we've spent some time down in this lower end here, we're still bearish. We can start to bring into consideration these points, right? The short-term points of liquid, because price might not actually want to go all the way back up to the high. So we're looking at that expansive move down. Morning, Akram. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're good. Hope you're all good. Everything is well. I forgot to mention to you guys. Wow, XRP's flying. Damn, nice. I forgot to mention to you guys, on Saturday I went to my friend's house. We had some steak and we had a few beers. Just relaxed and enjoyed ourselves. But my friend turned to me and was like, "Oh, I've been learning this this thing called breath work, right?" I was like, "What is this?" And it's pretty much a breathing exercise that you can do yourself. Like, super easy. It's like, it's really easy. And it activates really small amounts of DMT that's released in your mind, right? Like, it's apparently it's your brain, your glands in your brain or whatever in your brain. It triggers them to release a miniature, like, tiny amount. So you have like a really short sort of, not hallucination, it's not hallucinating, but like, it's you just feel like weird for a couple of seconds. And we done it and it was the craziest shit. It's the craziest shit. Yeah, it's crazy. Took a long on NQ just now, 5 minute chart. Uh sure, let's have a look. Five-minute chart. So what are my thoughts on it? Where did you trade it from? I mean, look at this. Look at this chart as well. This is what I was saying before. When you think about the money in, money out principle, right? Let's say that you have a bias of down. Every time you close a gap down, so for example, here, you close a gap down, you get a money in, you close a gap down, right? So let's say you're selling from here. You get to that low. So you had an opportunity to sell from this area to be able to get a move down, right? The same thing happens again. You get money in, you get money out. So let's say you sell from the close of this, you still get down to your previous low. Come down again, money in, money out. We come all the way down to here until we get a money in, we get a money out again. So each time there is a fair amount of moves given with each open and close of the money in, money out principle. So what are my views in terms of what I'm expecting this to do? I just think it's going up, my dude, to be honest with you. If we look at this on a... Let me go across to this instead. If we look at this on a daily basis, excuse me. I don't know what that is. I'm guessing it's 4 hour. I think it's going up. Now, that's my current target. Okay, that's my current target. We'll go down to the 4 hour. These are points that price could possibly give us a bullish move from, but at the moment I haven't looked, so I don't know. Here, and here. And, well, that's not actually a low yet. So I think we're going bullish, to be honest. And then going down to the 15-minute. And we actually did. Look at this. We swept the low. Follow it. Money out. Money in. So that gives us this as the point price is going to go up from. So in the case of that, your trade would look like this. Again, I didn't trade this. I'm just showing you what the money in, money out principle is telling us. The trade would be like that, and you'd be targeting the high. So you'd be in, running that right now. around the 1-to-1, give or take. Got in at 21.05 with a 10-point stop. Looks nice. 21.54. Let's see. Out on the 1 minute. We must have different charts. Oh, you took a long. Sorry, bro. I thought you was taking a short. I thought you were taking a short. That's why that whole time I was like, we're going long. We still must have different charts because pricing for me doesn't come down to that level. That's about 58. That's fine. Different asset, not assets, but different. Yeah. So yeah, I think we're going long, my dude. I think we're going long. Nice a bit of liquid across these highs. If we go to the 4 hour, you can see in here as well, we have major liquid high right here. That was swept out. And what do we have here? Is there a high? No, no high in there. 1 minute candle, I buy stopped it. Oh, this one? Oh, that. Yeah, that's decent. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Gold to give a short if we take the 4 hour highs. Where are we now? Yeah, I've not marked this up since yesterday. Now, excuse me. Same question. Why did we expect price to go bullish? Yeah. Same question on gold. Why did we expect price to go bullish here? We can get rid of these. Exactly like that, right? Honestly, I'm going to get rid of these arrows. They look like shit. Come on, GJ. Let's see it. Opened up a nice little gap here after interacting with this point. So this is something as well that I want you to go and look at if you use the Keep It Simple system, right? And I showcase it in the Keep It Simple series. But locate your point of... So again, this is irrelevant of trend. But in this case, we're going to be using a bullish trend as an example. So look for your money out, okay? And find your candle that's responsible for your money out. So let's say we've got money in, right? Then we have money out. So we know there's money out. We can confirm this. So find your candle that's responsible for your money out, okay? And then wait for your money in. Okay, when we know there's money in, find your candle responsible for money in. Okay, and watch how often price will come back to this point and then you'll see money in again. Okay, and watch again once you find money out. Once you locate the previous money in, how often it will come back and tap it. And again, you can say, oh, it's an order block, or whatever. But again, we're keeping it simple, aren't we? So we're not using overcomplicated points of understanding. We're literally just using the basis of what is price doing currently. Now you can see it here, money in, money out, price is moving down, bounces off of that, right? Money in, money out, bounces off of that. No money in, only money out. No money in, only money out. No money out. Okay, here, this point fails. We have money in, money out again. Price comes back up, doesn't quite tag it in, but track it all the way through here. Look at the way when we go bullish again, we start reacting off of this. We sweep it down, money out, money in. Price reacts, goes bullish. Same thing happening again. Let's get rid of this for a second. Money out, money out, money in. Price reacts. Money out, money in. Price reacts. Now we have potential new gap opening up here to signify that that money is continuing to come into the game. Now it's not money in, if you were, because the money in was given down here. So when I show you the diagrams and I explain to you guys about the money in, money out principle, this is it. It's a bit choppier, obviously. 1 second. Yeah, so we find money out, money in, money out, money in. No money out, but... And then this is how it ends up giving you the same thing over and over and over and over again. So when I show you the diagrams on the chart, it's always going to look clean and easy to understand. But it's based off real world theories, real world principles. What does the breathing experience called? If it has a name? I can't remember the name of it. There's like 5 different versions of it, but the one that we found worked the best was... I can literally explain it to you right now. It's so easy. So what you're going to do is you're going to put yourself really somewhere comfortable. And this is how simple it is as well. You can put yourself really comfortable somewhere, and you're only going to breathe through your mouth. Okay, so you're not breathing through your nose. And you're going to be seated. Right? So just be seated, and you're going to exhale the air from your breath, from your lungs, sorry. And you're going to lean forward slightly. And then you're going to heavily inhale through your mouth. So you're going to all the way through your mouth, right? So you've got a full breath of lungs. Then you're going to hold it for like half a second. Then you're going to exhale fully. And you're going to be moving up and down with your body when you do this, right? So just do it at your own pace. Do it 3 times. And then when you exhale the 3rd time, you're going to breathe in again, so 4th. And then you're going to get a full lung. And you're going to hold that lung. And you're going to like stretch your chin up towards the ceiling. You can raise your arms up and expand your chest if you want. And you're just going to hold it for as long as you can. When you feel yourself starting to be a bit like weird, just exhale gently and relax, and you'll feel like you're going to a different planet for about 10 seconds. And there's been all sorts of things. I've looked into it, and it's like, some people are like, it's hyperventilating, but it's not hyperventilating because you're supplying more oxygen than you need to your lungs. And you're breathing normally, you're just exaggerating it. So... It's interesting, but it's one of the most intense things I've ever done. I can tell you that. It's intense. Like, extremely intense. The first time I tried it, I felt like I'd been shot out of a cannon. Like, I genuinely thought I was moving. And then, so we ended up doing it for like 2 hours, because it was... Oh, dude, 100%. I do it in the mornings. I do it in the evenings. It does take some time, and just be gentle with yourself. Like, just ease yourself into it. So it's 3 deep in, out, only through the mouth. And then on the 4th, full breath, hold it, expand your chest out, point your chin up to the ceiling. Just hold that position. And when you start to feel yourself feeling a little bit different, gently let the air out and come down to a relaxed position. But the second or third time I'd done it, my friend has a sofa that only has like a small back on it, so it's like it doesn't, you can't rest your head. It felt like he had like a full-on armchair that I was sitting in, because it felt like my head and my arms and everything were supported when they weren't. It was wild. One of the times I'd done it and I felt like I was sideways, but I wasn't sideways, I was sitting up. But we're talking like, it's not like you're there, you know, dribbling and you know what's going on. You're still perfectly aware of what's going on. You're completely sober. It's just using your brain's natural chemicals to give you an hallucination, if you will. I wouldn't even call it a hallucination because you don't see things. But it's definitely worth it. I enjoy doing it in the morning. I find it a bit difficult to do it before bed because I feel like it really opens up, like it opens up your airways, it opens up your wavelengths in your mind. Like you find yourself being very ready to absorb information. Like if you dabble with anything else, I personally don't, but like if you dabble with anything else, I don't know how that would mix. I mean, we'd had a couple of beers when we'd done it, and it was great fun. I just kept giggling like a little girl. Whereas my mate was a bit just like silent and taking it in. A little bit of relaxing music in the background. I imagine if you had headphones on, it could be quite intense as well. But I would just recommend first few times of trying it, be on a sofa and make sure you're leaning back. So if for whatever reason you did fall, I doubt you would. I really doubt you would. Um, it's definitely worth being aware that, you know, there is potential that you could pass out if you don't do it properly. I mean, we'd both not done it before, and we done it for like 2 hours straight, and we were both fine. We were just giggling and laughing. But it's weird because it makes you feel very, feels like you're moving very slowly. Like after you've done it and you've sat there and you've just chatted for half hour or whatever, you just feel so level and at peace and very relaxed. And the reason why I didn't give you a link to a video is because we tried following a few videos and we really didn't get anything from it. We just sort of felt like we had like a little bit of head rush. And it was only when we took what we'd seen in videos and we just done it at our own pace was when we both started. We were like, this is fucking wild. This is fucking crazy. But yeah, give it a try, man. Let me know. It is different. It's definitely different. But I mean, you could be in many different situations. And you could do that and you just forget. You just forget about them. Just so relaxed. Just wiping my whiteboard, guys. 1 second. Right, I use it, my little planner, little whiteboard above my screens. 13. Live. We are live right now. Oh, let me do it. So this is the question. It still remains. Even if you think you have an idea, go ahead and answer it. Like I know that most people, there's 6 people in here right now. Okay, so not many, but there's 6 people in here right now, and I know at least half of you would have watched the Keep It Simple series, right? So think about the principle. Andre, you're pretty close. You're pretty close. Now, think of it like this. Okay? If we have, and again, while everyone's still thinking about it, it's fine if you don't get it wrong, or if you don't get it wrong. It's fine if you don't get it right. It's not about being correct. It's about having a go at it and trying. Well, not even. But let's be honest. It's a pretty easy scenario, but I'm going to explain it to you guys anyway, and we'll go through the principle, and you'll all understand it. Okay, so why are we looking for a counter move? We should never ever go against our trending bias, should we? If we got a bias of down, we should only be looking to sell. Simple as that. We should only be looking to sell. So if we are looking for an area to go bullish within a pre-established bearish bias, there is only a couple of things that are going to ever shift your understanding and your directional movement here. One of them being the point that Andre rose, which is liquidity is being swept. Now, it's about the size of the liquidity. Remember, we have all types of different liquid size and sort of entries, if you were, and pools within the market. We have our biasing direction, which is going to be large, very large. Why is it large? Because this is the overall outlook as to what's actually happening in the market. Then we have our POI time frame, which in our case is the 4-hour, and this is our medium time frame, right? And then we have our entry time frame, which we use for exactly the time the orders come in, we enter. So this is our smaller time frame, right? And as I said before, you can shift, or sorry, you don't shift it, but you can take the understanding of these 3 points and shift them between time frames. So you can use 5 minute, 1 minute, 30 second. You can use a weekly, daily, 4-hour. You know, you can do whatever you want. Doesn't matter. It's the relevance of the size of the liquidity, right? So if we know, I'm trying to delete something with with TradingView. So if we know that there's large pools on our bias time frame, let's go to our bias time frame here. And how often do you see daily lows on a bias time frame? Not very often, right? Take a look at this. Daily low. Let's go up to the top actually. 1 second. So where are the daily lows? So daily low right here. Yeah? Didn't get swept. Daily low, swept, price goes up. Okay? Let's find another daily low. Okay, daily low, price is already selling at this point. Also, daily high, price sells, daily high, price sells, and same thing here and here. If we follow it down in our biasing direction, so we know that we're biased to go bearish. Price runs bullish from there. All right. Come back again. Nothing happens. We would now expect price to run bullish. Now, the reason why I say nothing happens was because there was more than likely no entry given there. There was no 15-minute money in, money out. When there is the money in, money out, it gives us confluence, backing up the idea and the principle that we have on our overall bias time frame and the time frame we use for our entries. Hence why we would expect this area to deliver bullish price action in an overall bearish market, because we know the pool of liquidity that has been swept and ultimately responsible for creating that money in, money out is large. Very large. So it is a point where you may see price countering the currently established bias. I have one big favor. Let's see. I know I have trouble you always with stocks. I'm in Evo, entry price 156 average. Looking for a great upside opportunity. By the way, the nuclear stocks were a hell of a ride. Let's see. Okay, Chivo. How did that other pair go? What was the other one you had me looking at the other day? Okay thing? Oklo? I don't even know. Was it this one the other day we were looking at? Yeah, this one. Amazing. Good. Love it. That's great. I can't remember what your position you had, but that's great. Love it. So let's find this new one. This new one is Evo. Nice. Love that. This one, Givo on Nasdaq. Givo, is that how you spell it? Givo. Right, what are we doing on Jesus? Where did we come from? Fucking hell. Oh my lord. Where did we start? Fucking hell. Shit. Wow, that's fucking. Oh my lord. So we came down from 150k to $1.60. Okay, you don't really see that every day. What is this pair? Renewable chemicals, the next generation of biofuel company. Yeah, only 5%. Free floating shares, 95%. Enterprise value at 2.38 million and cash equivalent is 224 million. Oh, well, that would explain why they've been dumping. They had an 11,000% net margin, minus 60 million for their income. Net income. Not a good time for them. A surprise 21k, minus 21k. Sorry, 81k. Short, long term, short term, assets, liabilities. Done. Yeah. The only year we've actually seen an inflow is 2023, but then we haven't seen a rise. So we can see their total revenue growth here. But yeah, 20. I mean, this is good. This is quite good. 1,000%, 4,000%. That's pretty good. Q2 of 2023. So Q4, we're still not great on the 2024 earnings. Okay, well that's an interesting one. Okay, let's see. I'm on the weekly chart. So, all right. So first of all, we got a weekly bearish gap here. It's on here. They had a big drop because of earnings. Yeah, as we just saw. I smell opportunity. I do agree with you there somewhat because you are at a really low pricing. I mean, of course we could run, into lower pricings. There's quite a lot of space to run into lower pricing here, but it also has a pretty decent opportunity to go high here. Now, I do think this looks a lot like the big investors closing out, though, to be honest. Notice how these two pumps come from the same point, exactly the same point. That's probably because if you go back to the info here, when we look at the overview and we look at this, right? So we've got free flowing shares of 95%, and then we have closely held, which means 5% of the whole industry or the value is held. Right, so they're going to get out at a price point that they hold it at, rather than a price point that's good for them. So I think we're seeing these pumps coming from the same spot. Now, at the moment, we're weekly bearish, daily bearish, 4 hour bearish, 1 hour bearish, 15-minute bearish. So yeah, their trade volume is so low. So far we're more into research and development patterns. Yeah, how long have they been on the Nasdaq for? Really a little while, right? So they've been on the Nasdaq for fucking Jesus Christ. That is a big fucking drop though, dude. I'm not gonna lie. That is some crazy ass drop. 2011? 2011. Wow. Okay. What kind of asset enters the market at 140 grand? Okay. So we're talking over a decade. You've been watching it since 2019. Better off investing in some individual stocks. Yeah, I mean, personally, I see what you're saying in terms of there's potential there, but I look at it like this. Right? If a market has consistently sustained a down move for over a decade, chances are any big investors are gone. Any big investor is going to look at this chart and they're going to look at that as an equivalent as what they're going to see in their balance if they invest in it. Just my opinion. I think there may be some short-term possibilities for it. I wouldn't expect it to exceed the $15 mark again, to be honest. A decade is a long time. And I would say that, what's it, biofuel? It is biofuel, isn't it? Chemicals, next generation biofuel. Yeah, I think biofuels are a bit outdated, personally. It's renewable jet fuels and other fuels. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I think about it like this though. There has never ever been a person that owns a jet or that readily uses a jet, including airlines, that has ever said, "Oh, this plane puts out too many chemicals. We need to use biofuel in it." Those kind of people don't care about those kind of issues. But again, this is not something that I have a forte in. I'm not a financial advisor, and I obviously am not in a position to tell you to do anything with that. I personally think, unless you got in down here and you got that little push up, I would leave that alone personally. But that's always going to be down to you. Maybe if you define somewhere in the lower time frame here. But yeah, their volume's pretty low there. We've gone like the 1 minute. Yeah, it's pretty low. So yeah, I would just stay out of the way of that one personally. But again, that's just my personal opinion. I could be completely wrong. Like, that's a nice push, but that to me seems like original, like, investors of the actual company that are using that to make a little bit of money on what they have and then get it out. GJ's messing around again. Come on, GJ. Of course, man. Nothing on lower time frame, to be honest. Think they will sweep the lows. Was that for GJ or for Givo? Name of it? Givo, yeah. Now, something that I've been preaching for the longest time is that XRP is going to pump. And I've been calling it for a long time, mainly because the majority of my crypto investments are within the XRP space. I hold thousands of coins when it comes to XRP, but they're all sub-free. They're all sub-free coins, so they're all down here below the 3 mark. So pretty much under this. I think I have a couple that are just above 3. But this, to me, this has potential. Now, look at how this is the opposite to the chart we just looked at. This is what I was saying before. This is a pretty quick way to evaluate a stock or a share. If it starts low and it goes high, then it comes back. It means there could easily be interest again. As long as it's making higher highs and higher lows, there's potential for a new high to come in, right? It's been seeing a crazy move lately. I think we're going to go high again. Same with Bitcoin. Like, look at that shit. That's wild. Everyone was saying, it's never going to get there. It's never going to get there. Did we peak 90k right there? Looks like it. We get in there, right? So, always an easy way to evaluate an asset. Load it up. Bosh, put it on the chart. Does it start low and end high? Yeah, cool. All right, brilliant. Okay, cool. Expect it to put in another low, don't cry about it. Super easy way to evaluate it. Let's see the German 30, shall we? Let me go back to this quickly, actually. Okay, that's literally... Did I set an alert on this? No, I didn't. Who let me put an alert on GCAD? Oh, ACAD. There's nothing even on here. That gap's already been closed, so we can delete that. Euro. Here. Is that it? Okay, I don't even know. Get rid of that. We're going to go to this. This is the beauty of this indicator. We don't need it. We don't need the indicator, but it's easy on us. Why? Because it allows us to put an alert on something that otherwise we'd have to visibly identify. To go down to your time frame that you want to see your price action move come from. So remember, we're looking for that money in. Yeah, we want to see money in. Come up above this liquid high. And we're going to look for that short move down through the liquid lows that we already marked up. So we're looking for that gap to come in, and then we're going to sell it off through the lows. So we're going to set an alert here for bearish. Once par... I can't even speak to punts par close. Once per bar close, okay? The reason for that is otherwise you're going to get an alert go off before an FEG is actually formed. You want it to be formed. You do it through this, right? So wait for this to run the high again, and we'll see if we can get a move in, right? German 40. Let's go German 40. The Germans. Let's get rid of that. Actually, let's rewind that. Let's see what that was. Oh, right, yeah. So this was the last time we looked at this. I was explaining how we were bearish on the daily, right? Yeah. And I said that the 4 hour is going to sweep these highs. So here, swept the high. Here, swept the high. And then we're going to take out the liquid lows. Which we are. Did we give any entries in here? No. No. So what are you guys saying in here? Wait for German 30 to correct. By the way, check this though. If everyone expecting Trump pump, ain't the market going to correct first to position themselves to head back up? We might see a mini bear market until March. Yeah, I agree with that. Pretty common as well. Beginning of the year, institutes establish themselves in a good position for the rest of the year. Not all the time. They're not always lucky enough to be able to do that. But yes, I agree. So let's get rid of this. Let's do again a full top down. Daily still bearish right now. Target. Target. Two targets. We've already hit. Yeah. Okay, let's go down to the 4 hour. 15-minute as well. So this is actually a great example of what I was asking you guys about earlier. We're bearish on this pair, right? This is a daily low. So we know this is a high level of liquid, right? We know this is high liquidity. Look at the money out, money in. So we wouldn't be trying to trade this, but we'd expect a bullish move to come, and it did. Again, showcasing that when you have a high liquid point, like your biasing time frame or above, and you see on your entry time frame, for example, this reactionary movement, it adds confluence and reasoning to why a market movement may happen outside of the actual trending movement itself. So you may be lucky enough to get a movement against trending market that will deliver you to a point that you can then sell off into your trend, for example. But a lot of the time you're not necessarily going to be lucky enough for that. So 4-hour time frame. 4-hour time frame, we took this. Let's see what. So no entry there, but that would be your money out. And we'd be expecting this to be round, this to be round. We'd expect all the lows to be taken out here. Oh, guys, I think I told you guys yesterday, right? We hit 500 followers on TradingView. Hyped about that. Hyped about that. I've been waiting for 500 followers for the longest time. The longest time. And the fact that I've hit it before the new year is, for me, something I'm super chuffed about. Yes, that's why I didn't long German 40. The money out is without structure. No place to protect your stop loss. So let's say that we were longing this. Obviously, we're not. But let's say we were longing it from here. Your stop would be under the liquid low, under the liquidation low. But like you say, it's not about taking that long. It's about saying to yourself, okay, maybe I'll expect to see this movement here. And then notice how you begin to interpret where a pullback may occur, and then you already have lined up a sell. So you have both sides of the market covered. Your points of understanding are increased to the level where you can actually interpret if the market's going to give you an entry on a day or not, based off of how it reacts. That's why a lot of the times when we have a live stream and there's nothing happening, I'm like, yeah, I'm going, guys, because I can't see any setups coming around. It just makes no sense. Take it easy, Martin. Mind how you go. Have a good day, my friend. DJ's still messing around here. God bless as well, my friend. Have a great one. Chop, 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 chop. I'm waiting for that big, nice push above the highs. And then once we get into this sort of area, that should be all expansive. All expansive? It should be nice and expansive through there. We'll see. We'll see. At the end of the day, we can be wrong. We have been wrong. UJ entered the intervention zone. I'm staying out of it. UJ, Yeah, that was our target. Is up at that high, the 55.2, which is our target. But we are bullish on this. We're bullish on UJ. Whether it stays bullish though, different story. So I mean, it's such a tricky one, isn't it? Because they've hit the intervention zone before and just continue blasting. But it's always safe to stay out. But I remember, I think it was last time we had this sort of thing happening, that it was like down, it was like up, yeah, it was like here. It was like we took big interventions, we're staying out of it, and then it was like clean buy, clean buy, clean buy, clean buy, and it just keeps going up. And I was like, oh my god. But yeah, definitely worth being smart and staying out of that one. So where was the alert that we had go off? Didn't we have an alert go off, or am I? Yes, euro. Oh, interesting. Yeah, let's see. How's the S&P looking for you today? We shall find out in a second. See what we had down here. Entries. It literally came down, kissed it, and said, bye-bye. And we had short-term targets, and we already hit those. So let's just delete it all. Go to the daily time frame. Don't forget, we do have hour and a half. So definitely use some caution with that. It's at 1:30. So we have target high. Four-hour. Pretty decent liquid low right there. Apart from that, we're all the way down here. So I'd be looking for this low to be ran, and then I'd trade it back up to the highs. If not, expand lower, then go high. But if we do expand lower down to here, this could give us a gap, which would change our bias. So I'd be looking at the low situated around 5968. I'm not bearish on indices just yet, but if they create a reason for me to be bearish, then I will be. I got no reason to not be bearish on them, so except for the fact that currently I'm bullish. In my opinion, they use the CPI as profit taking, then sweep highs. Yeah, sweep lows and then go high, or sweep highs and go low. Yep. Well, I'll be interested to see, because there's so much that's going to change over the next few years. Obviously, with Trump being a totally different guy to Biden, you know. There's a video of Joe Biden at the moment. He can't even walk on sand, which is hilarious. Like, bro can't even run on sand, let alone run the country. Poor dude. Of course, Bill. No problem at all, my man. No problem. And that goes the same for anyone that's watching right now. If you have any pairs you want me to look at, ask me and I will take a look. Even if it's like the wackiest pair around. You want to look at Doge? Cool. I mean, look at Doge though. That's fucking dumb, ain't it? That is fucking dumb. Like, this is where we were looking at it before. That's a 211% gain. That is just stupid. We were bullish then and we were bullish now. Let's see the 4 hours. Wild. Also pretty heavily bullish on Ethereum as well, so I think Ethereum has good potential to run these highs. Just the same as Bitcoin did. XRP is the same. We had these highs that price just ran straight through. We'll see. I have these coins as well, but these were given to me completely free, so I don't care what price they go to be honest. Bitcoin to the Japanese yen. Some are just wacky pairs. BJ, what are you doing? Nothing. No sideways movement. Ooh, look at that. That's disgusting. The wildest ride I had on Coco, I entered in 2022. I haven't looked at any of that kind of stuff for a long time. Economy? No, be Coca. Whoa. Cool. Whoa, I didn't realize it was that insane. Fucking hell. I mean, even if you got in like late 2022. Jesus Christ. I mean, what is that? 50%? Or 100%? Oh yeah, Jesus. That is wild. They say crypto's the way. Just invest in coca beans. I mean, it looks like it's about to go again, to be honest. Are you still holding that? Rice as well? Fucking rice. We're in 2024 and we're making the biggest gains off of rice. Why is it? I don't want. I just want like actual rice. Rough rice futures. Wait, am I looking at the right thing? What the f is that? Contract switch. Oh, right, yeah. So the moral of the story is, guys, go down to your local shopping centre, buy a bag of coffee beans and a bag of rice, and just hold that shit. Hold that shit until 2030. You just have tons of people buying all of the cocoa beans. I haven't looked at copper for a long time. I used to trade palladium, well, no, not palladium, platinum, copper. Fuck me, yeah, that has gone up a little bit, hasn't it? That came right up. Bouncing off those zones. Look at these zones, some 2022 zones right there they are. With the 50% of the order block. And platinum. Oh, that's sideways. So sideways. Fuck all of that shit. We don't need none of that. Inflation, bro. Exactly. Right. I'm gonna run and make a coffee. I'll be back in 2. I'll leave you with this to look at. Gotta head out. Rest of NY. Take it easy, Akram. Mind how you go, brother. So let's play some queens while we're waiting for price action to liven up a little bit. So let's play some queens. Let's go. Oh, I feel like they're getting harder. Oh, yeah, I knew it was there. Okay, next point. Go here in the lower end. Gonna go here. That gives that to this. That can't go here, so that has to move up. That can go there. This can then... Ooh. Okay. Okay. I do this here. That makes that unusable. So this can move across. That can go to here. And then oh I fucking shit my pants then I thought I'd done it. um shit. I thought I'd done that in one. I was keen for that right there. Okay, we need to reevaluate this. We don't take hints, we're not taking no reveals. We're getting this. So the only place we have is here and here, but we're blocked. Wait. Nah. That has to go there. That has to go there. Because these only have two. So let me show you with illustration. These only have two each, right? They only have two. Wait, you can't see that? Okay, don't worry. These only have two. They're only two deep. So this is only two deep as well, meaning that they have to be in this section. So that has to go there. Whether this goes here or we go here is irrelevant. Crude oil at 68 level. Market, look at the bottom on a bigger picture. Let's have a look at that quickly, and then we'll go back to Queens. I wish there was a pause button for this, but there isn't. I suppose if there was a pause button, it would kind of defeat the object of it being timed. So daily time frame still bearish. Look for these to be ran personally is what I would say. 4 hour, we haven't actually swept out any major points of liquid. I'd be looking for something along the lines of this. And target this. Down on the 50-minute. Yeah, I still think we're going to run the low, personally. Okay, right. Let's work it back through. That's the only space between those. It can go there. We have no need to put it there. Oh, wait, we do because we have pink to fulfill as well. Yeah, okay, right, cool. Of course, Bill, no problems at all. Of course. Um, DJ is literally just sideways right now. So whack. Let's see, right. So back to this. Let me see if I can get this done right here. Okay, so I don't have the ability to use. That can go there. This can go here. Brilliant. This has to go here, meaning that this has to go here in theory. Because we can't use that because this is in the place. Unless we swap. No, that's impossible. That has to go there. This has to go here. This is a brain scratcher, this one. That's taken. This is in play. But that leaves us with this as a bit of an issue. That allows us to put that there. Giving. Wait, that doesn't help. I'm gonna lie, kinda hating this one right now. Just work through this, right? So taken, 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 not taken, 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 not taken, taken, not taken. So when you have really these to work with, kind of puts this out of sync. I think it's got to be this. That's got to go here. That's got to go here. That has to go. That means that we can use this at that. Now we only need. That's impossible. Oh no, it's not. It is because it puts it out here. Oh, my lord. Fuck you. I fucking hate this game. Why am I playing this? Alright, start again. I'm gonna start from the bottom this time instead. So Sweet. Starting from the bottom, then I end up doing that. Okay, so taken. I'm going to put this one. We'll go here. That allows us to put this in place. No. That has to go there. It has to. It means this has to run here or here. I reckon it's here though. So from this point, we're looking at this thinking, what are we going to do with this now? We have to evaluate where we are, what we have, and ultimately I'm seeing this is the only space available for this. We can't run it here because it clashes with that. That then rules out anything being placed here, meaning that that has to theoretically be the point of that. This was just an eyeball anyway, so that's fine. We can't run it here because it blocks that. We can't run it here because it blocks that. We can't run it here because it blocks this. We can't run it there because it also blocks this. So we can delete that. Whoa. This is... Dude. This one's painful. We're on 11 minutes right now. Oh dear. Okay. This is the one that's getting me. This L here is the one that's getting me because this has all of its squares in that line, which takes up most of that, and then this is clashing with that. So we either have to assign this and then work out a way to rejig this, which means that's going to fuck up these three, which again doesn't make sense. This one has to either sit here or here. One of these sides, right? Same as this. So that means that these have to take up that space, meaning that that has to go there. There's no other way that can go. Then this is blocked out because of that. And this. That takes up the lower two. This takes up the upper two. Meaning that without filling this in, it only has these two spaces to choose from. Giving it that space allows that line to be filled. Meaning we now only have these two to choose from. We can't put it here because it's blocked by that. That leaves that open for there. Meaning that that is the only option for this. Oh shit, we're onto something. We're onto something. Cat. We've... Okay, right, where's the gap? Here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's the gap. And where's the gap this side? There. We done it! Connected player? I don't know who the fuck that guy is. I feel like that was a really bad run. Alright, we done it, chat. We got there. That was fucking grueling. Oh look, GJ's still in the same place. So good. So nothing going on right there. Come on, baby. Let's just see it. Give us the move. Taking too long now. Now, remember, we don't care if it takes us out or if it goes bullish. We don't care. we have a positional advantage because we are in a lower position for price to run bullish. But if it comes down against us, that's fine. It doesn't matter. Remember, guys, if you are watching this stream and you're enjoying it, make sure you share it with people that may enjoy it as well. Make sure you hit that like button and, of course, subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. More updates with the bot coming this week. They're only minor updates. Once we have major updates, we will be sending out emails to everyone that's on the shortlist. If you're not on the shortlist already, you can join the shortlist by clicking the link in the chat. Welcome to everyone that has joined the Discord server today. Make yourself at home. And welcome to the 3 VIP members that signed up today. Welcome. Yeah. So Christmas is only around the corner, guys. Is everyone prepared? I do laugh when I see some of the shit you see on like TikTok and stuff like that. Like, never ready for Christmas, but the wife makes up for that. To be honest with you, the same thing goes for me because I'm just not a very good gift buyer. I'm not a very good gift buyer. I'm also not very I'm just shit at buying gifts, to be honest, which just puts me at a disadvantage straight away. I always ask people what they want, and they go, "Oh, just get what you think, or just whatever." And I'm like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "I don't even know what I want for Christmas. So how do I know what you want for Christmas?" So it's like really doesn't help. So I'm just not very good at being prepared in that sense because of the gifts. So once I have an idea what everyone wants, then I'm okay with it. 'Cause it's like I know what I'm getting. But no one ever tells me what they want. They just say, "Oh, whatever, like whatever you think," or "Oh, I'm easy," or it's like that's not fucking helpful, is it? And then my missus has got a really good way of buying almost everything that the kids want. Or like, let's say my mum wants something, and my partner will go and buy it, and she'll be like, "Yeah, your mum asked for this," and I'm like, "Well, what am I meant to get her then?" She's like, "Oh, I don't know." So I just end up giving her half the money a lot of the time because it's like I'm not just gonna buy a random gift because it doesn't make sense. I've always been one of those. If I give a gift, I want it to be what somebody wants or for it to mean something. I'm also getting to that age now. I don't know about you guys, where I'm sort of just like, me and my family have all agreed that like, oh, we're just gonna do a Secret Santa, maximum like £10 each, and we're just gonna have a laugh with it because we end up spending like 50 quid each on each other, buying things that we really don't need or want. It's like half the stuff I got from my relatives last year, like unless it was like a food voucher or something like that, just ends up being fucking put in a drawer or put in a cupboard or something, doesn't get used. It's so pointless. Like, I think Christmas and any holidays, whether you celebrate Christmas or not, it should all be about spending time with the ones you love. And it's about the kids at the end of the day, isn't it? Let's be honest. It's for the children. As long as the kids have a good time, you play games, you have a laugh, you eat food. That's the main thing. What we got here? The 4 hour on Aussie USD pairs. How would you play it? I already have it marked up. So, I don't have that marked up. So, I would just play it like that. Look at what pricing is doing in terms of when it gets to these points. But this isn't really the best. I'd rather go from here or here. One of these points and then look for that sell-off. So how did everyone get on with the Keep It Simple +1? Keep It Simple +1 is out now. You can go and watch it. Ay, ay, ay. Alright, so let's go back to oil. I want to see what oil's doing. Oil, 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 oil. Okay, so still playing around there at the minute. So guys, I really do appreciate all the love on the videos and the shorts and just in general. I really appreciate it. I know I spend a lot of time like live or doing videos and stuff, so I do appreciate you guys give me some of that time back. Obviously, I'm only spending 2 hours a day, but 2 hours a day over the space of a week, it adds up. It adds up. But now that we've got the mentorship one-to-ones back open and we're taking students on, we might not actually be able to fulfill our 2 hours a day stream schedule. Might have to reduce it down. I'm hoping not. But we might have to. It depends what time we get students booking in. Last time we opened the mentoring, it was pretty popular, so expecting it to be similar this time. But it is that time of year, people don't have a huge amount of cash laying around, so it is what it is. Oi, oi. So same thing as I explained before. Same as here. These are both money in, money out points of liquidity. Just the same as this entry point was. Got no money out, only money in. So we should be seeing price come up above this. But like I said before, we've literally been going sideways for the longest time. Okay, beautiful run there. It's the daily low. Needs to be DL, not DH. Save a smiley? What? Why does it have a smiley face there? Oh, so you can put emojis on it? Right, okay. Okay. Okay, so we're looking for that corrective move. Spotify is up 6%. Spotify is up 6%. That is pretty mighty. Honestly, it seems like most US tech. Yes. Okay, guys. I think it's that time of day. I think it is that time of day. We're going to head off, I think, in a few minutes' time. In 10 minutes to be exact. To be exact. 10 minutes we're going to head off. And we're going to go live in the Discord at 1:30. Oh, I wonder what GJ's doing. Oh, still in the same place. Awesome. Right, I think we're going to wrap it up early, guys. Let's wrap it up 5 minutes early. So, remember, as always, if you want to learn this system, you can learn it through the Keep It Simple series. Share it with a friend, share it with family, share it with whoever you like. I appreciate all the love and support with all the content we post, and I really do appreciate you guys being here, supporting the stream, being around. Of course, I know you guys are all learning at the same time, so it's a win-win. So it's the main thing is, as long as you guys are enjoying the content and you're enjoying the stream. So I'll see everybody in the next one. I am going to look to upload a video again this weekend. So if you want me to, then make sure you hit that like button. And of course, you drop me a comment down below. And I will see you all in the next one. Peace and love, guys, and enjoy the rest of your day. Remember, if you want to be a part of any of the other stuff outside of the YouTube live streams, the Discord is a place to find me. So you can find the link for that down below. Peace and love, guys. See you all in the next one.